A lot of work into this little guy. It's a part for the stop I'm making for my XY table. I'll zoom out on it now. So normally if I'd make a part like this, I would just drill it through and put a 1032 bolt through there. But for some reason I felt like cutting the thread on it, cutting the diameter down. 1032 is 190 diameter maximum or outer diameter, major diameter threads, and 149.149 for the minor diameter. There's only like 20 thousandths on the side for threads. Really came out rough. I got some pictures of it under the microscope. But while I had it set up for that 1032, I thought I would do a demonstration that for an 8 thread lead screw like on the Atlas, 8 or any multiple of 8, you can stop at any of the 16 lines on the lead screw, on the thread dial. So I ran a little thing. I put 2 cameras up and I ran that. So I thought I'd put that up just for a little bit of general for me. I think probably everybody already knows that. Okay. I made this part. It's an aluminum rod. I put 32 threads on it, and I actually had the thread dial off when I made it. But somewhere along the line it jumped. I don't know if it got a chip in the screw or what, but it did jump. So I put a long shaft up in there, and so I got out on to the part of the lead screw where it's practically new, and it looked like it did pretty good. It felt like a totally different machine, to be honest with you. When you throw the thread lever in, when I'm down where I normally thread, it feels like it's going all the way to the bottom of the chip pan. But up here, because I guess the screw's not wore too much at the bottom or whatever, it went in really nice, and it felt really good. So I'm just going to run that, and it might be interesting to some people. So I'll go ahead and put that on there. Made a little mistake or two. Forgot to engage the belts. I drug across. Yeah. So and the camera shakes a little bit when the first thing I did was I cut a 32 thread, and the camera was on the phone was on the thread dial, and it shook around a lot, and I tried the stabilizer that's provided on my editor, but it just made it worse. So if you just this is split screen, so if you just watch the cutting action, you won't get the motion sickness. Anyway, without further ado, I'll go ahead and I'll put that on there. What I plan to do is cut a 32 thread here. I want 2 cameras running simultaneously. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cut it to 20 thousandths deep first. Alright, I'm dead on 0. Okay. Go to 50. And I'm going to wait for number 1 each time. Didn't have the clutch engaged. She's working now. I can edit all that crap out, so you're not hurting anything. Let's look at what we got with a magnifier. 32 thread and a 55 thread. It's not near deep enough. That's not near deep enough. Taking it to the food. Good. I'm gonna leave it right there. Okay, so we got that. So let's turn that off. And let's turn this off. That one's running. Okay, so now that I've got that thread cut, what I want to do is, while two cameras are running, I've got that thread. I'm not going to take anything on the dials. Okay, the first thing I'm going to want to do is engage it right there, and we'll turn the machine on. I can't tell if it's tracking appropriately or not. Okay, so we'll just run that all the way across then. Alright, this time I want to run it on the next one. Then I want to run it on this time we'll do it on 2. Well, no, we'll do it on the half. Okay, we'll go to 2. Looks like it's dead on to me. Next one after the 2. The midpoint between 2 and the next line. Three-quarter point between the 2 and the next line. I think I missed it. Well, it feels like it's in. I might have missed that one. Alright, and then the line after the 2. The next line after that one. Halfway. Three-quarters. And back to 1 again. Okay. So, let me turn these 2 cameras off and we'll see what that looks like. Probably the long way around the barn, but I thought it would be a good way to show you that there's no way with 8, 16, 24, and 32 threads, multiples of the lead screw, that there's no way to start out at anything but 0, at a 0 point on the part. You can't start it out 180, so you can't cut multiple threads of those sizes. The only way to cut those, not with the dial, you have to jump the gear teeth in the back, which is a little more complicated, but it's not really that. I might have belabored the point, as I say, but I thought it would be interesting for you. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.